I'm just thinking about a very different time. Well, not a very different time. A time, let's say, 10, 20, 30 years ago. Back then, when a man needed to get married, he had to demonstrate certain attributes. He had to demonstrate that he was a provider, he was a protector, he could do something, he could conduct himself like a man. And once he had demonstrated these traits, he could go and probably get married and get a wife. And there was a journey that he had to undergo, a self-improvement journey. He had to become a man worthy of getting a woman. But that has all changed with the advent of high-speed internet and, well, pornography. Right now, a 13-year-old has access to hundreds and thousands of women willing to do whatever he desires them to do, all at the palm of their hand, all at the palm of his hands, whenever he wants, however he wants. Like, kings did not have these many women as teenagers today have access to. And there's something fundamentally wrong with this. The effort required to acquire women, well, at least digital women, is virtually non-existent. And in the absence of effort, why bother, right? Why bother becoming a better man? Why bother qualifying for a real woman if you have everything in the palm of your hand? And this, I truly believe that this is the most destructive thing that has ever happened to men globally. I think men have become sedated. Like, fast food was not enough. So now something very primal has been fulfilled in men through social media, pornography, internet. This primal desire to attain women and qualify for them and achieve something to demonstrate their worthiness. Now that's all gone. It's just, I can be a total loser. I cannot self-improve. I can absolutely suck at everything. I can be in my mom's basement playing video games. I can skip all my prayers. I cannot demonstrate that I am a valuable member of the society. And I can still see the most beautiful woman naked and fulfill my hedonistic desires. Oh, and in the process, I will destroy myself. I will destroy my dopamine receptors. I will just be a total jackass, an autistic mess. I'll be in a dark room and just wank off, confuse and fool my brain. This is what men have been given access to. It's a drug. It's a new drug. It's a socially acceptable drug. I think there was a survey that showed that over 90% of men, 95% of men have viewed pornography in the past month or so. And around 30% of all searches are pornography related. So that just goes to show how potent this thing is. And no one talks about it. Not at least in the mainstream media. No one talks about these things. It's considered it's a very taboo topic. That it's just acceptable. Do not criticize pornography. It's expression, right? Don't be a religious bigot or someone who's dogmatic. However, they refuse to acknowledge the damage pornography is doing to young men. It's just destroying them. And there's no barrier to entry. You go to any porn site, all they ask you is, oh, are you sure you're 18? Like, the person who is hardwired to seek this, and you keep this cake in front of him, he's just going to acknowledge that he's not 18 yet, and he's just going to back away. That's stupid. But it's a $1 billion industry, and people have made billions of this industry, and I don't think so it's going away. I could give an equivalent for women as well. And back in the day, a woman did not have access to these many set of eyes looking at her. There were the men in her neighborhood, in her community, perhaps her brother, her cousins, and a few men here and there in that village, whatever might that be. And Finally, she met certain candidates who qualified for her, and she got a man who loved her, and she got attention from that man. And she catered to that man because that man gave her something that she never felt before: attention. Attention is the drug, attention is the currency in the feminine world. But with the advent of social media, you don't have to develop wifey skills. You don't have to be someone who's nurturing, compassionate, someone who's pleasant to be around. You can just exist and post a semi-naked photo of you on Instagram, and thousands of strange men are going to show their appreciation for you. That too is a drug. Don't get it wrong, it's a drug. It's not empowering, it's a drug. It's a dopamine hit that they're getting. So that's the end of rant. I think both genders are being sedated. One through pornography and one through social media and the likes that it brings. And both genders have distorted to a large degree. So this just struck me. I just found it really weird, and I perhaps had to speak about this.